Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something simple but life-changing. Your habits shape your destiny. You don't need a miracle. You don't need luck. You need discipline and a few powerful habits practiced every single day. So, here are 7 habits that, if done daily, will transform your life. Every single day you wake up with a choice. Before the world asks anything of you, before the emails, the texts, the pressure, you are given a sacred opportunity. That first hour of your day is a doorway, and how you walk through it determines how you show up for the rest of your life. Most people wake up already behind. They roll over, grab their phone, and start consuming notifications, news, social media, noise. From the very first second, they surrender their focus to the outside world. They let life happen to them. And then they wonder why they feel overwhelmed, distracted, and unfulfilled. But champions, real winners, they wake up with intention. They rise with a mindset of ownership. They understand that the first hour of the day is not for reaction, but for alignment. It's not about checking in with the world. It's about checking in with yourself, your mind, your body, your mission. You don't need to run a marathon at sunrise or write a novel before breakfast. But you do need to show up with purpose. It starts with a commitment to silence. Wake up, breathe deeply, and take a moment to acknowledge that you're alive. That's the miracle. You woke up. Millions didn't. That alone is reason enough to smile, to be thankful, to rise with fire in your heart. Then move your body, not for aesthetics, not for the mirror, but to awaken yourself. Even 10 minutes of movement sends a signal to your entire being. I'm here. I'm awake. I'm ready. The morning is your reset, your restart. It's where you release what didn't serve you yesterday and recommit to who you want to become today. It's where you remind yourself, I'm not a slave to my past. I'm not a product of my environment. I am the author of my story. Write your goals. Read something that nourishes your mind. Speak life into your dreams. Remind yourself who you are and why you do what you do. Because if you don't claim the morning, the world will claim it for you. And it doesn't have your best interests at heart. You think it's just an hour. It's not. It's the foundation. It's the first step for your entire day. If you start cold, you stay cold. But if you start with fire, with clarity, with strength, you carry that momentum into every meeting, every decision, every challenge. People talk about motivation like it's a lightning strike. But motivation is built, it's generated, and it starts with that sacred space before the world wakes up. It starts with you choosing not to live on autopilot. You weren't born to be average. You weren't born to just exist. And that better version of you keep talking about, they wake up early. They start their day like their life depends on it. Because it does. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. Just start with the morning. Win that, and everything else starts falling into place. Do it once and you'll feel the shift. Do it for a week and you'll feel the power. Do it for a month and you'll wonder how you ever lived any other way. So tomorrow when your alarm goes off, don't hit snooze on your potential. Don't roll over into weakness. Rise up, stand tall, and take the first step toward the life you were meant to live. There's something powerful, something primal about movement. It's built into who we are. Long before we had offices, cars, screens, and seats, we were made to move. Our bodies were designed for strength, endurance, speed, and agility. But today, too many people treat their bodies like an afterthought, something to use, not something to honor. That mindset is the first mistake. Because when you stop moving, you stop living. You want energy? Move your body. You want focus? Move your body. You want confidence, clarity, and drive? Move your body. Motion is the gateway to emotion. When you move, you change your state. You shift from tired to energized, from foggy to focused, from low to lit up. And it doesn't take hours. You don't need a gym membership. You don't need fancy equipment. You need commitment. Just 30 minutes a day. That's it. And not for anyone else. Not for a six-pack or a selfie, but for you. For your peace. For your power. For your purpose. Your body is not a burden. It's your vehicle in this life. Every dream you have, every goal you chase, every mountain you climb, you're taking this body with you. So ask yourself, is it ready? Is it strong enough to carry the life you say you want? We live in a world that rewards mental hustle and ignores physical discipline. But let me tell you something. Your body and your mind are not separate. They are connected in every way. When your body is strong, your mind becomes stronger. When you train your body, you're not just building muscle. You're building habits, grit, self-respect. You're proving to yourself every single day that you are not soft, you are not fragile, you are capable. People love to say they're tired. They love to say they have no energy. But most of the time, they're not tired because they're overworked. They're tired because they're undermoved. You want energy? Create it. Move. Walk, stretch, lift, run, sweat. When you stop treating movement as a punishment and start seeing it as a privilege, everything changes. You don't have to love working out to make it part of your life. You just have to love what it gives you. Strength, discipline, endurance, confidence. Those aren't just physical benefits. Those are life tools. You want to lead? Start with yourself. You want to conquer the world? Start by conquering your excuses. Some days you won't feel like it. Do it anyway. Some days it will be hard. Do it anyway. Because that's the point. It's supposed to be hard. Growth is not comfortable, but it is necessary. The pain of discipline is far lighter than the pain of regret. And regret doesn't just whisper. It haunts. The missed years, the wasted health, the body that gave out before the dream was done. Don't let that be your story. You've got too much to live for. You've got a mission. You've got people to impact, and they need you at your best. Every rep, every step, every drop of sweat is a deposit into the bank of your future. You're not just moving your body, you're moving your life forward. You're saying, I matter, my health matters, my future matters. You don't wait until things fall apart to start taking care of yourself. You start now, today. Because if you can't control your body, how can you control anything else? Let the world sleep in. Let others snooze their way through life. You rise. You move. You become the person who doesn't make excuses, who doesn't skip steps, who doesn't wait for motivation. You move, because that's what high performers do. That's what leaders do. Every day you wake up with the same opportunity as the greatest minds in history. A chance to learn something new. And yet, most people waste it. They go through life on autopilot, repeating the same thoughts, the same patterns, the same mistakes, all because they stopped growing. But you're not most people. You're here because you know the truth. Knowledge is power, and learning is the fuel for every great transformation. The world is moving fast. It's changing faster than ever before. New industries are being born while others die. The skills of yesterday won't carry you through tomorrow. And the people who thrive in this world, the ones who rise to the top, are not always the most talented. They're not always the most gifted. They are the ones who never stop learning. They are students of life, forever curious, forever growing. Learning relentlessly means you make it a daily habit and not an occasional luxury. 15 minutes a day, that's all it takes to begin changing the way you see the world. Read a chapter, listen to a podcast, watch a documentary, reflect on what you've learned, because every new insight expands your mind, sharpens your vision, and pushes you one step closer to your potential. The people who stop learning are the ones who slowly begin to die inside. Their minds get dull, their creativity fades, their confidence shrinks, because deep down they know they're falling behind. But when you commit to learning every day, something amazing happens. You stay sharp, stay relevant. You walk into rooms with something to say, with a perspective that stands out. You stop reacting to life and start creating it. This isn't about being the smartest person in the room. It's about being the most prepared, the most aware, the most adaptive. Because life will test you. It will throw curveballs. And when it does, your greatest weapon won't be your title, your money, or your resume. It will be your mind. And a sharp mind is built, not born. You want confidence? Learn. Confidence doesn't come from pretending to know everything. It comes from actually knowing. Knowing that whatever challenge comes, you can figure it out. Knowing that you have the ability to adapt, to evolve, to grow. That belief only comes from the habit of learning. Make it part of your day, like brushing your teeth or eating food. Feed your mind with the same urgency you feed your body. And don't just learn what's easy. Learn what challenges you. Learn things that make you uncomfortable. Learn things that humble you. Because real growth lives outside your comfort zone. That's where your next level waits. Ask questions. Be curious. Surround yourself with people who know more than you. Read books written by people who walk the roads you want to travel. There is no excuse in the age of information to remain ignorant. The knowledge is out there waiting for you to take it. You just have to care enough to go get it. And don't keep it to yourself. Share what you learn. Teach others, apply it. Because knowledge without action is just noise. But knowledge applied becomes wisdom. And wisdom is what changes lives. You want to separate yourself from the average? Learn relentlessly. While others are binge-watching shows, you're reading. While they're scrolling, you're studying. While they're drifting, you're developing. That's how you rise. That's how you become unstoppable. Not by chance, but by choice. So make the decision right here, right now. Be the person who invests in their mind like it's the most valuable asset they own, because it is. The body may age, the money may come and go, but the mind? A trained, disciplined, hungry mind will take you places others only dream of. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need to be willing to search. Every day, with hunger, with fire, with relentless focus. Because the moment you stop learning is the moment you stop leading, and you were born to lead. There's a power you have access to right now. A power that can change your mood, your mindset, and your entire life. It's not money, it's not status. It's not something you buy. It's something you say. It's called gratitude. And the most successful, fulfilled, and grounded people in the world speak it daily. Not because life is perfect, but because they've trained their eyes to see what is good, even when everything isn't. Gratitude is not about pretending everything is okay. It's about focusing your mind on what's real, what's beautiful, what's already working in your favor. It's about refusing to let negativity hijack your spirit. Life will always have challenges. There will always be stress, disappointment, uncertainty. But gratitude is the tool that allows you to rise above it. It gives you strength in struggle and perspective in pain. Every day you have a choice. You can wake up and start listing everything that's wrong. Your problems, your pressures, your fears. Or you can wake up and say, thank you. Thank you for another day. Thank you for breath in my lungs. Thank you for another chance to grow, to fight, to love, to live. And don't just think gratitude, speak it. Say it out loud, write it down. Feel it in your bones. Because when you speak it, you shape your focus. And where focus goes, energy flows. If you start your day with complaints, guess what you'll notice more of? Problems. But if you start your day with appreciation, you train your brain to find more of what's good. Even in the middle of the storm, people chase happiness like it's something they have to earn. But gratitude is happiness in motion. You don't have to wait for some big event, some major breakthrough, some perfect day to be grateful. You can practice it right now. You can find something today, no matter how small, and celebrate it. The roof over your head, the person who believes in you, the strength that got you through a dark season, the lesson you learn from the pain. That's gratitude. The mistake most people make is thinking they'll be grateful when life finally gives them what they want. But it doesn't work that way. You don't get more because you complain about what you lack. You get more when you appreciate what you have. Gratitude is the gatekeeper to more. You want abundance? Speak appreciation. You want peace? Speak life. Gratitude rewires your mind. It takes you out of survival mode and into purpose mode. It stops the spiral of comparison and reminds you of your unique path. It grounds you in reality, but lifts you toward hope. And when spoken consistently, it becomes your default setting. Not fake positivity, but real perspective. It's a grateful heart is not blind. It's aware of the struggle, but focused on the blessing, aware of the journey, but fueled by faith, even in hard times, especially in hard times. Gratitude is your anchor. It won't erase the pain, but it will give it purpose. It won't remove the weight, but it will strengthen your shoulders. When life gets loud and dark, gratitude is the light. And the more you speak it, the brighter you become. So make it a habit. Start your mornings with it, end your nights with it. Speak 3 things you're grateful for every day, out loud. Make your home a place where gratitude is heard. Make your heart a place where gratitude is felt. Because what you speak shapes how you live. And here's the truth. Gratitude is a magnet. It attracts more of what you want. Why? Because it keeps your spirit open, your attitude strong, and your energy high. And that energy, it changes the way you show up. It makes people want to be around you. It makes you resilient. It makes you powerful. Everything you build in your life begins with one thing: a vision. A picture in your mind of the life you want to live, the person you want to become, the impact you want to make. If you can't see it in your mind first, you'll never hold it in your hands. That's why visualization isn't some feel-good ritual. It's a requirement for greatness. The most successful people in the world all have one thing in common. They see it before it's real. They live in the future before it ever arrives. And because they believe it, they chase it, they build it. Most people don't do this. They wake up and let life happen to them. They react, they survive, they go through the motions with no vision, no direction, no purpose. And they wonder why nothing changes. But you're not here to survive. You're here to lead your life. You're here to shape your destiny. And that starts by closing your eyes every single day and seeing where you're going. Picture it. Not vaguely, vividly. What does your future look like? What does it feel like to wake up in the body you're proud of, doing the work you love, surrounded by people who lift you higher? What kind of energy do you carry? What do your mornings look like? What are you known for? See it clearly, because clarity creates power. Don't just imagine success like it's a fantasy. Visualize it like it's a plan. Your brain is a goal-seeking machine. When you show it a picture of where you're going, it starts filtering out distractions and finding paths. Your subconscious begins to align your behavior with your vision. That's not magic. That's neuroscience. Athletes use it, CEOs use it, artists use it, and you can too. Here's the truth. If you keep picturing failure, if you keep replaying worst-case scenarios, that's what you're programming into your future. But if you start each day by feeding your mind with images of victory, of purpose, of progress, you begin to believe it. And belief changes everything. You become what you focus on. So why not focus on something that inspires you, something that excites you, something that pushes you? Don't visualize ease. Visualize growth. Visualize doing the hard things with strength. Visualize rising when it hurts. Visualize breaking through the limits that once held you back. This isn't about escaping reality. It's about creating it. Because when you can see it in your mind, you start to act like it's already yours. You show up different. You speak different. You walk with conviction. You work like it matters. Because it does. Your vision becomes a promise to yourself, and every day you wake up, you keep that promise with your effort. And even when nothing around you looks like that vision yet, you don't flinch, you don't fold, because you've seen where you're going. You've felt it, and nothing can convince you to quit when the picture in your mind is stronger than the pressure in your life. So make it a ritual. Every morning before the noise of the world hits you, sit in silence and visualize. See your goals. Hear the applause. Feel the pride. Smell the success. Let every part of you get familiar with the future you're building. And then get to work like it's already on the way, because it is. The more clearly you see it, the more urgently you chase it. The mind believes what you consistently feed it. So feed it strength, feed it belief, feed it a vision so compelling that fear, doubt, and laziness have no room to live. You're not here to repeat your past. You're here to create your future. And every time you visualize it, you bring it closer. You turn dreams into direction. You turn hope into habit. You turn one image into 1,000 actions that move your life forward. Every single day, you're either moving closer to your purpose or further away from it. The greatest threat to your progress isn't failure. It's not rejection. It's not even fear. It's distraction. Not the obvious ones, the ones you see coming. It's the small ones, the subtle ones. It's the ones that seem harmless, but rob you of your time, your focus, your energy. Distraction is the silent killer of dreams. Unless you learn to eliminate it ruthlessly, you live your life busy but not effective, active but not advancing. You can't master your craft if you're constantly checking your phone. You can't build discipline when every 5 minutes you're scrolling, clicking, refreshing. You can't hear your calling when the noise of the world drowns out your inner voice. Your attention is your most valuable asset, and the world is fighting for it every minute of every day. But here's the truth. You don't owe your attention to everything and everyone. You owe it to your goals. There's a war going on for your mind. Social media, entertainment, endless notifications. They're designed to keep you hooked, not inspired, not educated, just hooked. You think 5 minutes won't matter, but 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, and suddenly your day's gone. And the worst part, you don't even remember what you traded your time for. Distraction is a thief, and it never comes to you with a warning. It comes dressed as convenience, comfort, entertainment. But what it steals is your life. If you want to achieve anything meaningful, you need to become militant about your focus. You need to protect it like your future depends on it, because it does. High performers don't just manage their time, they manage their attention. They say no more than they say yes. They build environments that support focus. They cut out people, habits, and routines that pull them off track. Because they know whatever you give your attention to grows. If you feed distraction, it grows. If you feed your purpose, it grows. Start with your environment. Your phone is not just a tool. It's a portal to endless distraction. Set limits. Turn off non-essential notifications. Create blocks of time where your phone is out of reach. Your space is clean and your mind is locked in. You'll be amazed how much progress you can make when your attention isn't being fractured every few seconds. Then look at your relationships. Are you surrounded by people who push you forward or pull you sideways? Some distractions come in the form of people, drama, negativity, gossip, or constant neediness. You don't need to be cruel, but you do need to be clear. Your time is valuable. Your goals are real, and if someone doesn't respect your focus, they're not for your future. Even your own mind will try to distract you. Procrastination, perfectionism, self-doubt, they're internal distractions that whisper, later, or it's not good enough yet. Don't listen. Your job isn't to be perfect. Your job is to move, to show up, to shut the door on distraction and stay present with the work. The results you want won't come from speed. They'll come from consistency. Consistency requires focus. Discipline isn't just about what you do. It's about what you don't allow. You don't allow distractions to live rent-free in your day. You don't allow low-value tasks to steal high-value hours. You don't allow comfort to hijack commitment. You eliminate what doesn't serve your mission. And that's not selfish. It's smart. Because while most people are distracted, you're dialed in. While they're watching other people live, you're building your own life. While they're consuming, you're creating. That's how winners are made, not in the spotlight, but in the quiet moments of focus when no one is watching and everything in you says, check out, but you choose to lock in. Every day you're given one body, one vessel to carry you through every challenge, every opportunity, every dream. And the way you treat that body determines not just how you feel, but how you live. You can have all the ambition in the world, but if your energy is low, your focus is foggy, and your health is failing, your potential is trapped. That's why one of the most powerful things you can do to transform your life, physically, mentally, emotionally, and even spiritually, is simple. Move your body every single day. Movement isn't just about fitness, it's about freedom. It's about breaking through mental barriers, clearing emotional fog, and activating the kind of energy that pushes you toward your goals. When you move your body, you move your spirit. You shift your state. You rise above fatigue, stress, doubt. Because the body and the mind are not separate. They're teammates. And when you train the body, you train the mind. You don't need a perfect gym. You don't need expensive equipment. You just need intention. A decision to treat your body like the powerful, capable force it is. Walk, run, stretch, lift, dance. Do push-ups in your living room. Do squats while you wait for the coffee. It doesn't matter how you move. What matters is that you do it daily, consistently, because motion creates emotion. You ever notice how hard it is to stay depressed after a hard workout? How difficult it is to stay stuck mentally after a long walk in nature? That's not coincidence. That's biology. When you move, you release endorphins, you improve circulation, you flush out stress, you reset your nervous system. It's like hitting the reset button on your entire being. That's not hype. That's science. Most people walk around tired, drained, sluggish, and they blame it on time, on age, on circumstances. But the truth is, it's not always what you're doing that's exhausting you. It's what you're not doing. You're not activating your power. You're not moving the energy inside of you. You're sitting too long, slouching too much, shrinking your strength. But you can change that. Today, right now, no matter where you are or what shape you're in, you can move. And here's where the magic happens. When you move your body consistently, you build momentum in every area of life. You think clearer, you handle stress better, you sleep deeper, you speak with more confidence, you carry yourself with more presence, you become more decisive, more driven, more alive. That's not just about having a strong body. It's about having a strong life. Or you don't have to wait until you feel like it. You don't have to wait until Monday. Just start. Because discipline doesn't come from motivation. It comes from action. You move and then you feel better. You move and then the motivation shows up. You move and then everything starts to shift. Think of movement as a meeting with your highest self. A daily appointment with greatness. It's not about six-pack abs or a perfect figure. It's about honoring your potential. It's about saying, I matter enough to take care of me. Because when you move with intention, you show the world and yourself that you're not here to coast through life. You're here to conquer it. Every drop of sweat is proof that you're fighting for your future. Every rep, every step, every stretch is a declaration that your health, your strength, your vitality are non-negotiable. You're not here to be average. You're here to be alive. So make the commitment, not someday, today. Move your body every day and watch how your energy expands, your confidence rises, your mood improves, and your goals come within reach. You were not made to sit on the sidelines of life. You were built to move, to grow, to thrive. Let your body remind you of that every single day. Because when you move your body, you awaken your potential, and once it's awake, there's no turning back.